Welcome back, everybody, to our 1.18 exploration series. We are in a new world, a snowy spawn. This is where we spawned, and we are in Snapshot 21W39A. And we're in creative mode. And the purpose of this short little series here is we're just going to fly around and take a look at what 1.18 has to offer. In the last episode that we did, we explored quite a bit and saw some mountains, we saw some caves, we saw a number of different biomes, and we're going to do the same thing here. It's more about just looking around and seeing how things are generating and how the world is working overall. So we can see this spawn obviously is in a cold biome. We have some ice lakes, ice oceans. We've got some ice spikes with a lava lake underneath. That's a little bit different. Lava and snow side by side. um, and we've got, some just, cold biomes. But we just want to take a look at how things are generating and what it looks like. So let's go ahead and speed up our fly a little bit. Let's just go down this river here and take a look at what we would find. So more ice spikes. We've got some little mountains or hills, I guess. Uh, if we continue on in this direction, I see an igloo over there. Nice. And then a large mountain. Well, is this a mountain or a hill? Excuse me there. This is, I would say a hill, but I mean, look at the cave. Isn't that cool? It just pops in, where the ice starts melting. You've got the waterfall going down. We got a little bit of a greenery down there, kind of like a lush cave biome. This pillar holding it up, and we can go out the other side and back in. I mean, that's a neat little cave. And of course, we didn't go down and explore everything, but I think that's pretty cool. Looks like we open up into an ocean over here with a larger mountain on our right and more ice spikes and a lot of glaciers. Then it looks like the biome starts warming up that direction. There's smoke over there. I think that's a village or camp. There's a village over here on the hillside. This must be this like a stony shore biome, this right here, with the village right here in the middle of the river. I mean, look, it's even generated up. Curious. Hmm. I mean, I would say this is a pretty nice little village, just being here in the middle of this little valley and everything. Um, Overall, this, I mean, the path to this house is a little odd, but the house itself is okay. Looking over the village, like that's the mayor or something. But this one up here doesn't make sense. There's four little homes up here. Hmm. But then look at the path. See, it goes like this, and then bleh, and then you've got that weird thing coming. I do think they need to fix that. I've commented on that before, but I think they need to fix a little bit of how the villages generate to where it's okay if there's elevation in the village, but I think there needs to be some programming that says that the elevation can only be a certain amount, something like that. And then we have another village right over here. Now this one, see, this is a perfect village. Well, okay, so these paths right here are a little odd, but I would say it's more like open paths that the children play on, as we saw the children run there. But this is kind of neat. We got the campfire out here. We've got the big tower here. We've got a little work mill there. It's not a very large village because there's only three homes and the tower, but it's still, this looks more natural as a village than the other one, the ice village. Let's see what we have this direction. So we're going to get into warmer climates, obviously. We're leaving the ice behind. Got a portal over there with water flowing down into a cave and a geode, half a geode. That was curious. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Oh, and then a lush cave to boot down here. Now this one's really nice. Look at just how this just comes into this large cave down here. And before we get too far, let's just get a potion of night vision and some milk, just so that as we're exploring, you don't have to squint your eyes, but obviously it looks really cool with the lush cave hanging down from above here, all the vines, and then coming into this large open area here. The roof just looks great that way, doesn't it? The bottom of the cave isn't lush cave, but the top is all lush cave. That's cool. And then you have the different, the large opening here. This is a nice cave. You've got diamonds. You can see the ore generation. This is the new type of ore vein. This one's a small one, but it may go down. But see how it just kind of travels along. So that's going to be interesting how you find ores. Is you've got to remember that yes, they can generate by themselves like that, but then they also generate in these veins like this. And so you're going to have to remember that there's going to be, oh, look at this. There's even a whole block. Wow. Now that's cool. I've actually never seen that. Now that's cool that that happens. Um, and then this cave comes back in this way. It spreads in these directions. It just amazes me what they've done with the cave generation. See, here's another ore vein and a whole block. So I'm going to have to remember Tuft, down low anyways, Tuft seems to spawn ore veins, iron ore veins inside of it. So that's curious. That's good to know for future reference that, if you find some tuft, you might want to check it out because, it might lead you to a bunch of ore. Oh yeah, these guys can spawn inside caves now in the water, the drowns. So that's kind of cool. Then we come this way. And of course, we've got it lit up because we've got a potion on. But remember, mobs only spawn in complete darkness now. Okay, and this circles back to this main cave we were in early. I like this main cave right here with the roof like that, and then these pillars that just come up and hold it up. I really like that. It just it makes it so much more natural as far as a cave. And I also like how all the caves are, they're nice and open. You don't have these well, there are, but you don't have these itty bitty caves like we're used to in, 1.7 and others, where it's just this small little thing. Poor Oxalotl. That's not the best place to spawn. um, but I really do like what they've done with cave generation. All right, cool. Looks like we've got a watchtower over here as I failed to get up to speed. All right, so warmer biomes coming into savanna and jungle, and it looks like some small desert areas over here, or that's probably beach. Um, Ocean over there, ocean over here. as the world loads in. Whoops, a little bit of a visual glitch. There's another village over here. Now this type of village I think is okay if it didn't just spawn. No, it spawned on little fake islands. Notice how the water is just underneath. Like these are just hanging on nothing. Yeah, which would be fine if there were like natural pillars that came up underneath them. Then it would be really cool. Um, but we got the nice little village here. Oh man, this one's got the armor stands and everything. Wow, this village is rich. It's loaded. They've got all kinds of things. And then the rest of the village is up here on the little hillside. And then they've got their farms. Oh, and there's another one right here. Wow, this is the world of villages that are close by each other. Actually, not really. We've only found a couple. This one's obviously a larger one, more of your standard village. We've got 4 of the brewing towers. I would say it's a very religious village, but those aren't anything to do with religion. Maybe, I don't know. They're potion masters. Then we've got some houses and docks going out into the ocean. We've got another ice village right there. You can see the igloos and the huts blending into the side. All right. Well, enough of villages. That's not what we're here. Villages really haven't changed. Let's go look at some more terrain. I like how when you see, look, we're flying along here, right? And you've got this, it's higher than, of course, oh, that's cool, where it just pours down into the cave. I'm getting distracted. It's a little bit higher than the ocean, but in general, it's not like rough, real up and downs. But then when you get into hill type areas, um, you've got these nice hills, sometimes with cliff faces, sometimes not, that just pop up. And I really like that aspect of, how they've changed the generation, um, to include things like that, to make it more natural. And look at underneath this ice area. We've got this beautiful dripstone cave here with large pillars, these hall type areas uh, that just pour down. This one goes into a waterlogged dripstone cave area. A lot of copper in here. That's good to note. Don't know if that's normal, but copper is so hard to find in 1.17. Um, yeah, this is a pretty intense cave when we look at all of the dripstone. It's not the neatest one I have found, um, because I found some absolutely, I've got pictures of them, but I didn't do any recordings. I was just kind of sampling 1.18. But I've got some awesome, I found some awesome caves in some different world saves, um, that were just spectacular. You know, dripstone caves like this, but they were huge with levels of waterfalls and lakes going down, and it just looked really awesome. This one's pretty nice. Um, Not as nice as the other. I can't remember how I got in here. Is there a way out? Can I get out? Of course I can. I'm in creative. All I have to do is burst through the surface. Okay, we shall do that. How much bursting do we have to do? There we go. All right. Well, let's see what else we can find. We've got a little bit of time left here in the episode. Maybe we can find some massive mountain or something. That would be cool. We'll just fly along and see. It is nice, though, that when there's a hill, you know it's a hill. You can see it. You know, you got a little hill here, a little hill there, a little hill here, a hill there. But they are literally hills or mountains as we get closer to this one. Cool. Um, and they just really stand out. You know, this one's a mountain with a meadow top on it. Nice view. You know, you've got the open little plains all around and then these other hills just kind of surrounding it. This one has a huge cave underneath it with a little makeshift bridge right there. That's pretty cool. You could do a lot with that. Awesome. All right, let's continue on and see what else we can find. Um, but I'm also loving how the terrain just generates now, even with the way the forests generate, where they just make more sense. You know, they're not all weird all the time. Um, and then the microbiomes. I really like the microbiomes. You know, whether it's a like a micro jungle, and I can't say, yeah, like this one here looks to be just a little micro jungle sitting here on the edge of the ocean, next to these other forests. That just really fits really well. Um, we got the standard broken savannas here. So we continue flying out this way. It's quite the cliff there on that side. Let's see. Let's see what I'm keeping my eye out on. You know, types of places that I would like to build in the future as I explore different worlds. Of course, we'll have to see what seed map my server has. If we keep the same world, which we really want to, you know, we'll have to see what that seed generates in the future. Um, you know, technically, I could cheat and load it into the snapshot and see if, you know, get a sampling of it potentially, but usually seeds, you know, they're going to be completely rewritten from my understanding. Um, so is this Stone Shore? Yeah, that's, I guess, a stone shore. Huh. Oh, we got some snow-capped peaks over here. Look at this one. Look at with this ice cave. Oh, it's not quite an ice cave. It's just a cave. Oh, it goes all the way through. No, that's kind of cool. Then it circles down there. There's a little village over there. This is just a nice little, small little peak area. Sitting here in the middle of lower lands with some snowy hills here and there. Oh, here's another one over here. Oh, oh, wow. Look at that. You've got this awesome little peak here. It's not super high, but it does hit the cloud levels, you know, and it's fairly large, this little mountain range. Look at how far it's extending. I'm just taking a look. We'll go back in a moment. So this is kind of like a mountain range, you know. See how it's just generating, you know, in one direction, you know, kind of like a, oh wow, that's kind of neat, the ice right there. All right. But of course, you saw what I was really interested in. Let's go back and take a look at that. Get the speed up. So you've got this little ice mountain and ice valley, you know, in it. On one side, obviously, we've got some warmer climate. There's another ice peak. And a nice deep valley in between these two mountain ranges. So I think that's what's cool, is that if I'm cleared down, let's say here, we, you know, I come ashore. I'm right here, right? I can see that I've got high peaks over here, high peaks over there. And as I come up just a little bit into this valley, I've got this nice valley right here. with peaks going up on both sides. That's the neat thing about what they did with the generation in 1.18. And you would have never have found that in Minecraft before. But what was most interesting, as you saw, was over here. Oh, nice little warm valley right there. That's cool. Is that we have a huge mansion right here on the side of this mountain, standing up out of the forest. Now, I mean, I have to admit, that's cool. I mean, the placement's kind of weird in that it had to create all of this stone. Wow, and that's all solid cobble, isn't it? But then, you know, you've got this mansion that you can walk into. Um, and explore and conquer. You know, obviously that's the goal, is that you want to conquer it. This is cool. I always liked these, you know, mansions and everything. However, I felt that there could have been more. I felt there could have been more. Um, let's change our game mode for a moment. Yeah, it's just all cobble foundation down here. Um, and then, of course, we have the mansion with its secret rooms. Where's the secret room at? Is it upstairs? I can never remember. Let's see. There's usually... Have I gone bonkers? Isn't there usually like this secret room with diamonds and stuff? Like a altar type thing? I thought it was down low. But maybe not. We got the big halls. Let's see, we can always come down here and look up. So it's not on the bottom floor. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it doesn't spawn in every single mansion. But I was sure there was like, maybe not. I don't know. I could be imagining things. I just remember, or maybe, you know, they're different mansions. That could be. Got some libraries. The kitty cat. Huh. I don't know. Anyways, that's cool looking. You know, to find them out that there, and then having all of these peaks, you know, here, this mountain range and everything. I think that's also really cool. All right. Well, we're going to call it an episode for today. We will continue our exploration from our mansion here later on and see what else we can find in this world as we explore 1.18. This is a pretty cool area. Definitely pretty cool. If this was on the server, you know, I would build in this area. All right. Well, we'll see you later, everybody. Thanks for joining in our 1.18 exploration, and we will talk to you in the next video.